Good morning, y'all, from Tortoise Ridge. Today is deck building day again. Like I said in previous videos, we've got the framing done. Now it's just doing the decking. The only last thing I have to do is put the brackets in, support brackets, and it's kind of overkill, but it'll help support it and make it last longer, I hope. We'll find out. But anyways, so I am going to go and install these 90-degree brackets with the 4x4, which is the main support, to the 2x6s around on the framing. And I'll just go in like this, and I'll use the 1 3/4 wood screws, mainly because I don't want them sticking out. And so that's what we're going to do today. Get that going this morning. I'm not going to bore you with watching me screw a bunch of screws in. And I'll be back with you when I start laying the deck. Okay, I got all the brackets in. As you can see, they just do a nice, good, sturdy job. They ain't moving anywhere. I'm starting on the decking now. Now with the decking, that first board, you got to really square it up. I use a carpenter square and level. Get it all nice and even. But wonderful Home Depot, almost all my boards are bowed. A couple of them have twists in them. It's hard to find perfectly straight boards. So anyways, I'm going to start on the decking now, and I'll get back with you when I run out of boards. How about that? Okay. Well, here I am. It's getting evening time, getting close to dinner. I'm one of the first people to set up on my deck. Now, it's not done, as you can see from behind me, but I got a little bit of it done. Almost half. So anyways, I have my glass of wine, be the first one to sit on the deck, and it's nice and comfy up here. This will be really nice. The reason we're doing this is to get the yurt off the ground so we can do winter time out here. Come out for the winter, like Christmas and Thanksgiving and all that, and enjoy the views. It doesn't get that cold here all the time. It will snow, but then you'll have it in the 40s, and mornings will be in the 20s, teens sometimes. Like last time Deanna and I were up here, I got up Saturday morning and everything was frozen because it was 19 degrees outside. So we had to go into town to have breakfast. But anyways, I want to flip it around here, show you the view we have. There you go. That's our view. That's one of the views we have. We have several along here because we got like 3 acres, and most of it's up here on top, but we do have acreage down below. But anyways, yeah, nice view. Now the thing is this is off-grid property. It's raw property. There's no power, no water, no sewer, no septic. Septic's going in. Hopefully we get that perk test down here in the next month or so. Get that taken care of. Then we can put our septic in. Now in Klamath County, you cannot build until you have your septic in. So that is the reason for the yurt. That way we have something to stay in, stay out of the weather and up off the ground. Anyway, yeah, that's a gorgeous view. That valley down there, and that's Sprague River, and all that is cattle ranch. Every acre of it down there. And the hills are there. Those are the Fremont-Willamette National Forest, right across from us. So it's a nice way to doing things. Now we're facing southeast. The sun sets, on the, of course, in the west, and that's over by this direction. And you'll see Saddleback Mountain up there in the horizon. But anyways, I'm up here by myself, so I got my little mountaineering tent, backpacking tent, 2-man tent. I don't need much for me. Deanna's the one that drags all the goodies up here. But I'll be drinking my wine, look at my view. And the cattle down there, now Deanna calls out her subjects. They'll moo to her, she'll moo back to them. It's kind of funny. But I'm getting back to the off-grid stuff here. Now this property didn't cost us a lot, and it was like 13 grand total. But I've already put a couple grand into the road, get the road in condition to come up here. It's county roads, but they're maintained by the property owners. And I've been working with some of the owners here and trying to get the road all in better condition. It's definitely a 4-wheel drive trip up here. I mean, you can get a 2-wheel up here, but you're going to tear it up. So anyways, thing I want to say is it's fun and dandy to find some raw land, off-grid land, buy it cheap, but it's going to cost you in the long run. My deck here, I'm probably going to have over $2,200 into the deck by the time we're done. Then I'm going to be building over here, in this section over here, is going to be a bathhouse. We prefer to call it a poop shack. It'll have a shower, sink, and a compost toilet. But that's going to cost around $1,500 to get that in. And that's just getting the building built and putting it up on the pier blocks like we have here. Those pier blocks there. And the 4x4s, and keep it up off the ground. So that'll be in upcoming episodes when we get started on that. And what else? We're probably going to put in a 3,000 gallon tank, water tank, cistern system. That's going to be over like right about where the tent is. I'm going to put a cement pad down, build a lean-to around it and a building around it, shed, whatever you want to call it. And that way I can insulate it and keep the water from freezing in the winter. But it's going to be about 3,000 gallons. We would like to put a well in, but right now the political situation here in Oregon is not good. And they're really, really pushing to put meters on our wells. So if we put a well in, that's going to be about $35,000, 40 grand. And then they want to charge me to use my water. And I don't see that happening. So we're going to go with this system first and see how it goes. But 3,000 gallons is a lot of water. And I don't see us using that, even if we do end up building our home up here and not in Arizona, then it's still sufficient enough water for us. And that's going to cost. I don't know what that's going to cost me yet. I haven't priced that out yet. I got to put about 20 grand into the road, get that road condition better so I can bring up the Connex boxes that we're going to build our home with and other building supplies. Doing it with the Jeep just isn't sufficient. So anyway, we got a lot of work ahead of us. I'm just trying to let y'all know that, yeah, you can get land cheap. If you just want to stay in a little trailer or a tent, by all means do it. But just know, in the long run, it's going to cost you. And it's going to cost you a lot of money. So just be aware of that and plan for it like we have. And just do a little bit at a time. Do what you can. I really need to spend about a week or two down here and get a lot of things done. I'll probably be doing that around in August, I hope. And so anyways, yeah, this is what we got. And you can see where that tree there sticking up, that's the cliffside. We're going to be building a sitting area over there, so you'll be able to view it. And you can see kind of the outline of the trail that we call Trail to Nowhere. My neighbor named it that. We got to weed it out and rock it. Put some rock in there and gravel. But yeah, it's coming along. You know, it's another little project I got to get finished. I have a nice little path down there. And the coolest thing is right on the edge of the cliff there, that's all lava slab. It's a big giant slab of lava. So what we're hoping to do is just clean that off and use that as our patio area, or patio sitting area and viewing area, what do you want to call it. Go down there, have some wine, whatever, cheese and crackers, and just kind of sit there and watch life go by. Alright, well that's the end of this one. So please like us, subscribe to us, and share. If you share us, that would be wonderful. Also, go ahead and make all the comments, positive, negative, whatever you want to do, telling me how a fool I am for building this deck and whatnot. And if you want to go that route, or if you want any information on how to do this and how to price it out and all, just make a comment. So, good night, all. I'm going to sit up here and drink my wine and enjoy the view. Okay, one last thought of the evening. Here is our land, and you see all this prairie grass all around. Deanna and I spent 2 years, 2 summers, removing all the sagebrush, and this is what we have now. What is wonderful about this is the deer, the elk, and the pronghorn antelope love it. And we're kind of trying to re-establish the environment for them. I'm hoping this will progress into a further clearing of the area. There's our tree line. But as you can see, there's a lot of prairie grass around. The lizards love it, the snakes, we don't have rattlesnakes around here. They're more off to the east, or excuse me, the west. Off to the west in the tree line. But we do have bull snakes, and they keep the rodents down, which we love. And this is just one last thought of our beautiful land. So good night to all.